The Houston Dynamo aren't the only ones we've kept up with all season. We've also brought you stories on the Dynamo Girls, from their auditions in January to the launch party in March. But now it's time to take it a step further by talking to some of the Dynamo Girls and getting to know them a little bit better. We're doing that starting with Olevia Nguyen. After 3 years of trying out, she finally made the team for the 2014 season. Here's her story.
The first pro cheerleading team that I tried out for was the Houston Texans in 2009. From them I got exposed to the Houston Dynamo, in which I tried out for the 3 years and landing here my 3rd year. I saw the potential that I had in myself and the caliber that the Houston Dynamo girls bring as far as skill and presentation, and I knew it's something that I could carry in the organization, and I knew that I could get there. I just didn't know when, and that persistence, that potential allowed me to be persistent in trying out every year.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, oh, we gon' tie the club up.
I was first exposed to dance when I was 18 in high school. I first started as a varsity cheerleader in high school. No background experience in cheer or dance. I know most of my friends that I grew up with, they've done Pepster and they've done junior varsity cheerleader, and I just went straight to varsity cheerleading and was fortunate enough to be exposed to hip-hop dance, and from then on I took hip-hop dance classes and different dance classes that enabled me to create a different style and become more eclectic. I would say it influences in the sense of grace, and they're all about being ladylike and very slow movements. It is kind of different than it is with what the Houston Dynamos are used to, but I feel like the culture is rich enough that it carries over to poise. Our culture is really different in the sense of entertainment, because we have our own pop stars and singers and dancers, and so I feel like what I can carry to the table being an Asian American is bringing both sides of that culture into one and inspiring my culture as well, and knowing that they can do the same thing that I do, or use that as an inspiration to merge two cultures together. They're really happy for me. They know that it's something that I've been working really hard for. They know I've been trying out for years. Since they are from Vietnam, they don't really understand the American culture the way that I'm carry both cultures being Asian American. But they do know that I've been persistent in working hard and becoming a pro cheerleader.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2014 Dynamo Girls.
I was born in Houston, so I lived here 10 years, and then I lived in Baton Rouge for another 10 years, and then I came back here and graduated at the Art Institute for Interior Design. That is my day job. I love what I do because, once again, that every day it brings a lot of creativity for me on and off the job. Now that I am with the Houston Dynamo, I can expand my creativity even more. So during the office business hours, I design in the office and I install model units for apartment complexes. My goal with this is to kind of become the best dancer that I can be, being a pro cheerleader and taking it to the All-Star, and still carrying my background in interior design, of course.
That won't be the last you see of Olevia on the show, because we're following her journey as a rookie. We'll bring you another feature about her next week. In the meantime, our Dynamo Girl fever is not over. We have 2 ladies from the team who are right here, Nina Cedarberg and Alejandra Leal. I tried to do you a little justice, Alejandra, because I know when they introduce you, it's like, Alejandra!
Yeah. It's a fun name.
Yes, it is. You can roll your R's and everything. Well, ladies, welcome to Dynamo Zone. This is your first time here on the show.
Yes, thank you so much for having me here.
And we're excited to have you on. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the calendar, because you guys just released that. Tell me how that's been so far. Nina, you can start.
We're very excited about it. The calendar was just released Friday, June 6th. It was so much fun shooting for it. And we were just really excited to see how it turned out. And so far we've gotten, just positive feedback from all of our friends and supporters and all of our fans. Everyone loves it.
You guys are both rookies, so Alejandra, I will toss this to you. What was it like shooting it and seeing yourself in the calendar?
Well, it was very fun. It was a lot of work because it actually took 2 days to shoot it. Well, not 2 days because there were so many. We have to separate in groups, and each group will shoot in a different day. So probably originally it was a week, but because the weather wasn't very good when we went to Galveston, we actually had to repeat like half of the team a month later. So it was a long process, but we're satisfied. The pictures are gorgeous, and yeah, we're really happy with it.
And I do want to make sure that everyone knows that you are both in the calendar, so they can expect. I'm not going to say where because we want people to buy it and take a look at it for themselves, but you are both in it. And right now they can just go to the games and also check out your Facebook page to see how they can get one.
Yes, just check on the Facebook page for updates and everything like that. It's got every member of the team on it. It's a 14-month calendar with months starting from July 2014 to August 2015.
Yes, just go to Houston Dynamo Girls.
So you are also paired with veterans on the team, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So each of you talk about who you're paired with and what have they helped you do so far. Why don't you start this time?
Sure. My vet is Andrea. She is from Venezuela as me, so we pair us on purpose just because we're both from the same place, so we share that thing. And it's been great. She's very helpful. I sometimes have some trouble with memory, so she's great about like going with me and going over the parts I have some trouble with. And every question that I have, I always text her first just to like make sure she's always gonna have the right answers. So yeah, it's been a good experience.
And my big sister is Kayla. And it's funny because before we found out we were big sister and little sister, we just had so many things in common with each other. We had, all these habits that were similar and just our tendencies. And when we found out that we were sisters, it was just, we knew it was the perfect match. And I'm so happy to be her little sister. She's helped me with so many things from, understanding how the games are operated and just helping me be prepared for our performances and all of our events that we've got going on.
So you guys perform together, you practice together. Do you hang out outside of the Dynamo Girls?
We do. With, as much time as we spend with the Dynamo Girls and working on everything that we've got going on, we try to make time for ourselves as a team and, just give ourselves time to bond and build that sisterhood up.
Yeah.
And keep it going.
Did you have something you wanted to
Oh
add?
yeah, like yesterday, it was Carla's birthday, one of the rookies' birthdays. So half of the team showed up there. We spent all day pretty much.
All day at a lake, on a boat, just celebrating it and having fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Really good.
What kinds of community events have you been able to get involved with so far?
Well, I did this hurricane convention that we had on GRB, probably 2 weeks ago. So we just show up there. We were promoting the Dynamo just in general, playing with the kids, taking pictures, because that's usually what we do. Before that, my first event was it was kind of like a food stamp. I don't know the details of exactly what it was, but it was like everybody had like a different truck and we had like different type of food. And same thing, we're just we're out there taking pictures and talking with the crowd, just promoting soccer in general.
Well, you're both involved in a lot, obviously, with the Dynamo Girls. But outside of that, we want to know a little bit more about who you are. And from what I know, neither one of you is from Houston. So, Nina, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born in California, in San Bernardino, and I moved to Texas when I was about 9. We moved to a small town called Huntsville. It's a little up north. And it was just a complete, culture difference and everything like that. And it took some time getting used to and everything like that. But being raised in Texas, I couldn't ask for, you know, a better place to grow up. It's so nice. Everyone I meet, you know, just strangers in the street, they're so accommodating and, you know, hospitable, and it's just a really great place to be.
And aside from dance, you also have an interest in the sciences?
Yes, I do. I am a big science nerd. I love being in the beach, so marine biology is a big interest of mine. Just, you know, learning about the aquatic wildlife and what I can do to preserve, you know, our oceans and everything like that.
And Alejandra, what about you?
All right. That was a long answer. I told you I'm from Venezuela. So I've been here 10 years almost. My family moved here because of, you know, the craziness that is going over there. We'll move here, and most of the time that I've been in the States, I've been in Texas, pretty much. And I love it here. I love this city. It's a really big city. It attracts many different types of people, and I love that. I love mixing with different cultures, and we're big on that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
And you guys have both danced for a long time. You had a background in dance before joining the team?
Yes, I started dancing since high school, since I was 13. And I've tried everything. I think this is the first time that I actually just done cheer, but we had a lot of hip hop in our dances, which I love. I started with jazz and moved to hip hop, and we always did like traditional dances from where we're from. So yeah, pretty much I've tried everything. Ballroom too. But I love it. I love this style. I love jazz and hip hop. That's my thing. So this is a good place for me to showcase what I know.
Well, I'm glad to have had the opportunity to talk with both of you, and I know that we'll have you back on soon. So thank you so much, and good luck to you for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
Yes,
but before we go, I do want you to know that we have the Dynamo Girl calendar here, and what we want to do is give one away to you, but here's how you do it. You have to watch this week's video about Olevia. You have to answer the following question and be the first one to answer it. What is Olevia's passion besides dancing? There's something else that she loves to do. So you have to be the first person to answer that, and you are the lucky winner of this calendar. Up next, your international segment with Bogdan and Jason. Stay with us.